The reason Bitcoin is one of the most dominant cryptos in the world, and the reason I'm invested in Bitcoin is for one reason. It's because you've got people that love Bitcoin so much that they are willing to go down with the freaking ship. There is nothing you can do to some of the hodlers, the originators, the people that deeply believe in Bitcoin for whatever reason. It might be related to politics or independence or whatever it is. They're not going to ever give up. So Bitcoin could drop from $113,000 down to a penny, and they're still not going to sell their Bitcoin. And that is what made me invest. I said, I want to go to battle with people that are resilient. If I'm going to go put my money on the line, I need to know that you are a fighter and a soldier and a winner, and that you're not going to give up and walk away like a little punk just because somebody slapped you in the face. That is what is required to be successful. If you embrace that idea and that becomes a part of who you are, then you cannot lose. You will not lose. They're gonna have to kill you before it's done. So maybe that's the only way you can lose. But even then, if your spirit's strong enough, like right now, I'm not in any way putting myself on any kind of a pedestal. But this is the spirit I seek to embrace, and I know for a fact. Tell me, confirm in the chat. I know for a fact that if they came in right now and Charlie Kirk me and sent me to heaven, they can't stop this train. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me if I'm right. They can't stop this. Why? Well, because I've sat here with you and I've done probably 30,000 videos talking about similar topics related to black wealth and black economics, black family, black prosperity. I've laid the blueprint out. Whether or not Boyce is here to keep delivering it doesn't really matter. It's already in the households of millions of our people. And I didn't have to talk you into it. I just laid the truth out for you and you embraced it yourself. You made that decision. That's internal for you. That didn't come from me. So what I'm saying to you is resilience is everything. You cannot, if you built the Black Wall Street and it's not backed by resilience, it is not going to survive. Because believe me, massa's coming. The colonizers coming. When they see you built something nice, they're gonna be like sitting over there licking their chops and rubbing their hands like Birdman, trying to figure out how they can get a piece of it. Great African leaders have always said that after colonization, the colonizers always come back, but they show up as investors. We want to invest. Boy, we like what you got going on over here. We like to invest in, right? And next thing you know, you don't own nothing no more. You don't know what happened. So let's keep going. She mentioned in the video also a part where she says, "What if in the Monopoly game somebody else starts off with everything?" She said, "Everything you build, they take away from you, right? Which comes back to protection." And then she said, "You're forced to play for your opponent and make money for them and hand wealth over to them." I thought that was interesting because she's right. The majority of black people work for white people. So not only do they have their wealth, they get all of your wealth. The majority of black people work for white people. The majority of black people rent from white people. The majority of black people buy products from white people. And the majority of black people buy more products from white people than they buy from themselves. They're more willing to do labor and work for white people than themselves. Okay, that is a fact. That is true. So I'm going to ask you a question in response to this question. She says you have to play for your opponent and you have to give them your wealth. I want to ask you this: is that true? Do you have to do that? Do black people have to work for? Is there a law that says in the books that black people have to serve white people? That black people have to buy their products? That black people must you must make sure that if you get a landlord, he better be a white man.